Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, Mortus here, and welcome to Elden Ring. It's here! I'm so excited! I am so ready, I am so ready! So, a little caveat. I decided to, when I got this game and it unlocked, I decided I was going to play it a little bit. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter Rise, and I've kind of muscle memoried myself into the control scheme for that, and figured that I needed to play a little bit of this just to get back into the Dark Souls style of combat, because they're completely disparate. So, that's exactly what I did, and then 5 hours passed, and I didn't even realize it. So, I've played a little bit of this, not a whole lot, but I've gotten enough to get my feet wet. So, this series is not going to be on a schedule. It is going to be, I'm just going to record them whenever I can and put them up and just going to be playing it. Going to have a good old time, not going to be doing any sort of challenges or anything. So understand that this is all pre-recorded. Any tips or tricks that you put into the comments of the videos may or may not be relevant when the next set of videos comes out. But understand that I appreciate if you're trying to help me and whatnot. As far as spoilers go, if you can, try to keep the spoilers to a minimum. I know people are going to be out there like, hey, if you go over to this particular location and open this chest, there's going to be a wicked weapon in there that's going to just change your gameplay radically. That's cool. I just kind of want to find those organically, you know? I'm not going to rely on the wiki. I'm not going to be doing anything. I'm just going to kind of play and just explore. It's going to be my thing. We're going to have a good time, though. I guarantee it. Oh, God, this game. So, I will say that there is some stutter and freezing issues in certain locations. The reports that are going around for the PC are, in fact, accurate, but they are not enough of a detriment for me to not enjoy myself. So, every once in a while you may see it happen. Just understand that, yes, it is happening. I see it too, and hopefully they're coming out with fixes for it at some point. But for now, we're going to start a new game and just get into this. I have gone through all of these and decided which one I'm going to go with, but I'm going to show you what they are anyways. So we got the Vagabond, who is kind of the all-arounder at the beginning for melee. Starts with a sword, a halberd, and a shield that has 100% damage block. We have the warrior, who is like a dual-wielding, dex-based dude. The hero, who is what I'm going to go with because I enjoy strength builds. I want to find the biggest, baddest weapons and bonk everyone to death with them. The bandit is more of a sneaky, stealthy type. There is actually stealth in this game, which is surprising. The astrologer is a caster type. The prophet likewise. The samurai is a ranged and dexterity-based melee. That's what I actually started with when I first started playing, and it was fun, but it's just not... There's nothing as satisfying as bonking something, and it just falls over and just can't do anything because he's staggered. It's so hard. The prisoner is kind of a middling caster / dex attacky dude with a really weird mask. The confessor is likewise, except he uses faith. And then there's the wretch, which is just the bog standard. I'm going to start with literally nothing and be baseline at everything. So let's go ahead and grab our hero. Now, obviously, first off, we're going to be Mortus. That comes with the territory. However, we're not going to look like this. Oh no, because I have already went and created what we're going to look like. So let me show you now. Let's go to load to favorites, and there he is. Look at this majestic beast. Just the peak of physical condition. This is what peak performance looks like. Yes. We need a better voice, though. Perfect. And, alright, so we need to have a keepsake of some descript. So, these are the ones that I know of. The Crimson Amber Medallion. I always want to say Crimsburr. I don't even know what. It just, everything mushes together in my brain. It's a medallion that just gives you maximum HP, which I'm probably going to take, unless I decide on something else. Not sure about that one. The Golden Seed, that gives you an extra Estus Flask charge. The Ashes. So, Ashes are basically spirits that you could summon in to fight for you. They are not unlike summoning in allies, but they are magic-based. You know, you ring your summoning bell and poof, there they are, and they fight for you in that specific location. They're pretty nice, especially when you're fighting bosses. The cracked pot is for crafting. It is for crafting things like the fire pots. The stone sword key, that is a key that breaks imp statues. Imp statues hold... They're the lock for the fog gates that hold either, like, extra bosses or good treasure rooms, things like that. They're rare, but I have not actually found one to use since the tutorial zone, so I don't really see a need to take that just yet. Bewitching branch, not sure. Not sure. Boiled prawn, 5 pieces, boosts physical damage negation. That's just a little food buff. And attracts enemies' aggression, so I guess that's like the skull. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with the Amber Medallion just for a little bit of extra HP. I think that'll be a good thing. So, with that in mind, let's begin. Gotta have been looking forward to this.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing.
I feel like Sir Gideon took the lend me your ears thing a little too literal.
And one other, whom grace would again bless. A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between. To stand before the Elden Ring. And become the Elden Lord.
The Ring. The Ring. Behold! I am the One Ring. Or I'm beginning the Ohio chant. I don't know which. So, welcome to Elden Ring. It has all the same usual things and such. You have your roll, as I just showed. You have your light attacks, your heavy attacks. You have your blocks, you have your parries. If I go two-handed, I then can do a Wild Strikes, which uses up my mana. I can, of course, do light and heavy attacks. All that good stuff. And, of course, the best possible thing ever to come to a Dark Souls game. The dedicated jump button! It's the greatest thing ever! Look at this! Yes! Ha-ha! Huzzah. So, shall we begin with the Tarnished Wizened Finger? Wizened, whatever. The Tarnished Wizened Finger is how you put down the soapstone signs. Why is it always horse? I don't know. I don't know. I wish I could tell you. So, we are currently in what is considered the pre-tutorial. It is the vignette before you actually get to the tutorial. It's just kind of, you know, show you around, let you see the sights of the great tree of woe. And the chapel of anticipation. So what's going to happen here, I will just give you a quick heads up. We are going to go across this bridge. We are going to get attacked by the first, quote-unquote boss battle. We're going to lose. Now, technically, I'm sure there's people out there that can defeat this boss, but right now you have no Estus, and the boss is a wild swinging maniac, so technically it's just supposed to take you down. That's just the way of the world. I think it's supposed to introduce you to the fact that, hey, you're gonna die. It's gonna happen. A lot. But you know what? It's still pretty cool. So let's get across this bridge and begin. So while you're in world, if you're holding down sprint, as you can see, it does not drain your stamina. The only time it does drain stamina is when you are in combat, which is a really nice feature. Alright, let's look up here so we can see our grand entrance. And there he is! The Grafted Scion! How you doing, buddy? Run up and do a jump and slash attack, and then... give it! I should probably just let it kill me and get this over with, but I kind of want to see how far I can get. Uh-oh. 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 Hey! Ah! About that far.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on his side. We found him here, after all. One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
The Flask of Crimson Tears, which is the Estus Flask. The Flask of Cerulean Tears, which is the Mana Flask. Yep. So, yeah. One thing to note, and I don't know if I said this already or not, but I'm going to reiterate it. Dark Souls is a dark game. I will do as much as I can to mitigate it, but sometimes it's just going to be unendingly dark. So let's go talk to the ghost. Brave Tarnished, take the plunge. Jump. I dare you. Do a flip. So we can go down here, and that is the tutorial. That literally teaches you how to use your weapon, how to block, how to roll, how to jump, all that good stuff. There is an item up there at the top that you get at the very end of it, and I don't remember if it's good or not. Well, but we're just going to ignore it. We're just going to ignore it, and we're going to move right on into the actual game. Let us open the door and begin. So this is Lost Grace. It is just the bonfire. However, it is also a waypoint. There is a map in this game. Not only is there a map in this game, there is fast travel. You can fast travel between these points. It's kind of amazing. Alright, so I'm going to reallocate my flasks here. I'm going to make it so it is all towards health, because I do not use the magics. This is the imp statue. This is what you use the stone sword key on. And this fog gate would go away, and then you probably have to fight a boss or something like that. Who knows? But I'm not going to deal with that right now. I'm going to go over to this guy and say, hello, give me your map. For mine, give me your finger severer. And the Tarnished Furled Finger. Tarnished's Furled Finger is how I put down my sign so I can get summoned into another world. Now, over on this side, the pouch. This is kind of amazing, and I will tell you why. It is literally your, like, hotkeys. So, like, for instance, I could put my Tarnished Furled Finger on here, and at any point in time, I can hold Y, which is the prompt. And as you can see on the bottom left, now I have those hotkeys, so I can just immediately put down my soapstone if I so desire. That's going to come in handy when we get the goat horse, or the gorse as I call it. But for now, we ascend to the world. He's so majestic. Alright, let us begin. Welcome to Jurassic Park. There is a day-night cycle, there is a weather cycle, there is all sorts of good stuff in this game, and I can't wait to show it all to you. There's crafting. You could pick up different items and craft with it, like this Roa fruit. Down here, this is a summoning pool. And I've gotten my small golden effigy along with that. The summoning pool basically will show all summoning signs within a region. They kind of gather there. It's pretty cool. And up here, we have another place to save. There we are. Down there is a world boss that I am definitely not going to touch in any way, shape, or form until I level up quite a bit, because he wrecks my face. He wrecks everybody's face.
Oh, yes. Tarnished, are we? Come to the lands between for the Elden Ring? Hmm? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless.
Rude.
Without guidance, without the strength of runes, and without an invitation to the Round Table Hold, you are fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you tarnished to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave.